Real, listen to this.
Guess who's back?
This song.
Is this are the levels good? The levels look good.
Oh, have you heard this song? It's like hyper pop kind of shit.
Yeah, it's great.
On TikTok.
Yeah, it's so
Just
good.
for me.
Yeah. I love it. When you pipe your tears, do you mind just for me? Dude.
I've been fucking with this so hard, dude. Hold on. This is a Murder by Death. I'll skip forward a little bit. With a name like Murder by Death, I wouldn't expect them to sound
No,
like this.
I thought it was like hardcore because that's what we were talking about.
He just loves a girl, you know.
Nice.
She's making him crazy. I don't know if it's gonna get to it, but he goes, "It was always you." So good, dude.
That's beautiful.
All right, now we're starting.
Yeah, now we're
JeanJax
starting.
podcast, baby.
And we're back, boys and girls, and it's boys.
Maybe boy, I don't know.
We're back.
How many people are listening?
We should
my
go.
brother.
We're back, man.
We're back, Matt, and that guy Alex.
Yo, shouts out to Matt.
Yeah.
You're the man. Nah, it's cool. We don't need listeners, really.
Yeah, it's just fun. You know, we'd be having these conversations regardless.
That's true. I trimmed my beard. I started before I came over here. I trimmed. You see?
Yeah,
it looks pretty good, right?
I like it. Yeah.
Thanks. I've been trimming it shorter.
I think you should grow
my mustache out.
Well, the part that connects it to the beard.
Well, if I do that, it gets so thin and wispy and like rat-like at the end that I don't like it at all.
I've always said you should start doing
the twisty. See, I could do the twisty. I have like the kind of thing where you could twist it out, but I'm not that dude.
Yeah, I just wish I had anything. Have you ever thought about going beardless?
Not seriously in a long time,
So
dude. I look fucking brutal.
The rest of your life, you're going beard?
Probably, I mean, almost certainly
that's
no.
Just who you are?
Well, the thing is, have you seen what I look like as a grown man without a beard?
Nah.
I have
we
no
should
chin.
pause the podcast and you should shave. And
No.
Go back on.
No, I'm not going to. One day I will.
Yeah.
When I come back from my little vacation, I will.
From your little vacay.
For my little vacay. But yeah, I was trimming it before. I was about to leave my house, and I literally did 2 rows down the middle, like underneath my chin, and it died.
Mm-hmm.
The trimmer died, and I could not find my charger for the life of me, and I was gonna be late. So I was just like, I'm just gonna have this like half of like reverse mohawk going on under my beard.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had stuck it out for the pod, but I called Jake. I was like, "Yo, can I use your beard trimmer?"
And you were gonna be late to this?
Yeah, I was gonna be late.
Oh well, I was late.
Yeah,
so
it wouldn't have mattered.
Totally
It would not have mattered at all. I was stressing out. I was like, "God damn it, I'm fucking late. Shit, fuck."
Well, I definitely felt bad. Well, because I got drinks with some coworkers after work.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was like 5 minutes away, but I was like 20.
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
It's all right.
But
it worked out. I just got to set up everything by myself. So
I just picture you sitting here by yourself, just thinking, just ruminating.
When you wipe tears, you wipe them just for me.
You like it just for me.
I'm so.
Did you get any good thinking done?
While you were gone?
Yeah.
No, I literally just set everything up, dude. I got here. I trimmed.
So you know what though? If I got here at the same time as you, I would have just watched you set everything.
Yeah. How do I turn on this light? It's a light switch. Okay, sorry.
How do I flush the toilet?
How do I wipe my ass?
Christoph, can you help me wipe my ass?
Fine. Let me lick it. It's fucking gross. So yeah, I called Jake and I'm like, "Hey, can I borrow your beard trimmer?" And he goes, "Look, I have no issue with it, he goes, if you don't have an issue with it, it's no problem. But I can't let you do that." He goes, "I shave everything with that." And I was like, "Look, I have a reverse mohawk going. My face already smells like your balls."
See, it's good that he told you, but if you asked me that, I mean, maybe that I shouldn't admit this, but if you were like, "Can I use your trimmer?" and it was something I used for my dick, I'd be like, "Yeah, you can use it." I wouldn't. It's like I think there's some things that people are just better not knowing.
Yeah, no, I would not mind at all if you didn't tell me. I wouldn't be like, "I can't believe you use this for your balls." And you do, like how that's kind of homophobic.
A little bit. I don't know, dude. People, as far as like what you can and can't use, blows my mind sometimes.
Yeah.
I had a fucking huge argument with a roommate about. I never did it. But we were all.
I was trying to have sex with his girlfriend. I can't use your girlfriend's pussy.
I'm trying to use his toothbrush to wipe my ass.
No, he got pissed. He was so pissed.
Yeah. No, I would just come into his room and put my ball in his mouth.
Oh, what? It's a hole, dude. I can't use your mouth. I can't use your mouth. Oh, it's not everyone's mouth, I guess.
He thought it was everyone was against him. That we thought if you're living with somebody, it's not. Maybe as long as you ask, it's not crazy to use their loofah. Guys can share loofahs and it's not disgusting.
So are we talking like one of those spongy balls?
Yes.
Okay. You call that a loofah?
A loofah. That's what it's called.
All right.
What were you thinking of?
I swear I thought it was called like a spongy. I was like, you mean a spongy
boo boo dude? That's what my mama called it.
you mean a Mr. Sudsy Wudsy? Is that what you mean? That's like what I called blankets. Yeah. Like probably way too long.
You mean a blanket wanky dank?
Yeah, I was like, yo, let me get that wubby. I was like, I'm 14 years old. I'm like, yeah, mom. Can I get half the wubby?
Well, this is not embarrassing, but my dad, I grew up calling a TV remote a clicker.
Yeah, that's.
And when I'd say a clicker, people would be like, what are you saying, you dumbass?
You idiot.
You mean a remote?
You mean a remote.
Clicker is. I always liked clicker better than remote.
I mean, I stopped saying clicker just because I felt weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's like weird when your family gives you so much of that. Like my dad has so many little phrases and little things.
Is he from Florida?
No, he's from Pennsylvania.
I think it's like a northern thing.
Yeah. I mean, he's got I'm trying to think of like, I can't think of specifics, but there's definitely like little things he would say that I'd repeat, and they'd be like, "What are you, an idiot?"
What is he from Philly? Where's he from?
He's from Strasbourg, but sort of that general.
I don't know where that is, but I just want to know if he said
town.
like wooder.
Yeah, he says wooder.
He says wooder?
Yeah, he says wooder. He says woof.
Does he say
instead of wolf? He says woof.
Yeah. There's a wolf out there.
That's crazy. That wooder's really specific.
Wooder.
Is that?
That's a Pennsylvania thing.
Yeah.
Can I get some wooder?
Yeah.
Or they say, can I get a hoagie?
This is a hoagie.
He doesn't call a sandwich a hoagie.
That's like a Midwest. That's like
no, dude. That's a Pennsylvania thing. They call them hoagies.
Yeah.
Let me get it. Where's the best place in town for hoagies?
It's wooder and woof were the only things I made fun of.
Or
him for.
super noticeable.
Yeah. Or like beer, like a bear. I think he'd say beer or like something.
Like
if
drink
he was
a
saying
beer?
a bear, he'd be like a beer. Or I don't know. It's like little things like that.
Like beer?
Yeah.
Kind of like beer?
Something like that.
Yeah. That's cool, dude.
But there was a ton of things like that. Or even like little phrases you would throw out. Like I think this is Pennsylvania for sure, is ham and egger.
That's close as hell there.
They said it in Rocky.
Ham and egger.
Ham and egger.
And egger.
This is just my dad's phrase.
You got to enunciate on that.
Ham and egger. That's how he was.
That sounds so bad.
No.
We'll censor it.
Ham and egger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a ham and egg and cheese sandwich?
I don't know. Well, I guess that's like something you make fun of somebody for. Is like a poor person. You'd be like, he's a ham and egger.
Oh, weird.
Or like not even poor, but like just.
We're gonna Google this, and it's like the most disgusting slur.
It's like the worst thing you can call a black person.
Yeah, or maybe even more specific, it's just like a black person from 37th in Washington in Pennsylvania Heights.
This is like a picture of a dude with no teeth.
Yeah, that guy. It's only one guy. It's a very specific
and
homeless guy.
He called me that.
Yeah. Because you're reminded of the homeless guy named Ham and Eggs.
That was a deleted Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah. That's the ones they don't publish anymore.
Yeah, that was the epilogue of Green Eggs and Ham.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Part 2.
It was that. It would be it was like something he would like make fun of you for. It was like.
Is it milk?
No.
I don't know if that's like
Julian Smith. No, Cutterman. Cutterman was the other one. Cutterman meant poor person.
I've never heard
you're
that.
acting like a Cutterman right now.
Real Cutterman.
Well, these are phrases that he gave me that I would say to people, and they'd be like, "What are you saying? Chinese? Right? What are you stupid?
What are you, Chinese? What are they? You with a bunch of racists? What are you, fucking Chinese?
Get out of here!
You fucking white Chinese guy! I don't know. I hate you.
That was just the first non-white thing.
Yeah, no, I get where you're going for.
Yeah.
I don't know. My parents are not. They're both from like essentially from Tampa. They both were. My mom was from New York City till she was like 8, so she didn't really get anything.
She doesn't have any memories from then, and if she does, they're all just faded.
She does have memories. Yeah, very very vague memories.
I mean, can you even remember anything when you're 8?
8 years old. I remember I have a very it was very traumatic to me at the time. In hindsight, it was
When you got fucked by a guy.
yeah.
And it turned
No, that
gay.
was a highlight. No,
Actually
it
the
was
best day of my
yeah, it
life.
was actually pretty sick. And it was yesterday, not when I was 8. But
It was actually you, the fuck.
yeah, it was you. No, it was my second grade teacher. I was 7 or 8. I don't know. What are you? 6, 7, and what? It doesn't matter. It was second grade teacher,
Sure.
and we're just like causing a damn ruckus, dude. We're just being bad kids, and like or something. I don't remember what we were doing. It probably wasn't even that bad.
You're just causing a damn
ruckus in the place, being just absolute tomfoolery.
being fool.
We were a bunch of ham and eggers, dude. We were a bunch of cuttermen, dude. Drinking wooter and shit. Playing with wooter balloons. and she just starts screaming at us. And she goes, "Shut up, just shut up, shut up." She just had enough. And she goes, "You all think you're so special. Well, you're not." You all think you're so... I just remember that so vividly.
She hated Mr.
Bro.
Raj.
Bro, that was Miss Murphy, dude. She looked like she looked like salad fingers, if you remember
that's
salad
the
fingers.
opposite of a teacher. She goes, "You think you're all special and unique? You're just fucking ants in the hill of
and
the
I am
world."
God. Yeah, so I remember that
one of the
from
earliest memories.
That's not the earliest memory I can recall, but it's one of the few.
That was when you knew.
That's a core memory. I'm like, I'm a person.
special.
Oh, I'm gonna know this one.
It's like the Louis bit when his first memory was shitting his pants.
Oh, yeah.
He's like the start of this stream of consciousness.
Yeah, just
shitting
began.
myself. I feel like that was one of mine. One of my early memories was shitting my diaper and just.
Oh, you had a diaper?
When I was a diaper, yeah,
Well,
I remember
you're
shitting my
5
diaper.
years old and you're just shitting your little
I think it was
diaper?
earlier than that, I'm assuming. I think
That's pretty impressive. I don't know if I have any memories from...
I remember
before
really
5 or
early
6.
memories of like learning how to swim. I think I was like 2 or 3 when I learned how to swim, and I remember that.
Nice. You sure you remember that? Sometimes I'll remember things that I go, did I just like make this up and now it's a memory of mine?
Like all memories, it's a kind of a story you tell yourself of like.
Right,
The more I remember it, the less it
makes any sense.
Well, the less it has in common with the actual memory.
Yeah.
Because you're not actually remembering something; you're just remembering the last time you remembered it.
Damn, dude.
You know?
Damn. So that's why we on a podcast, bro.
That's for these deep.
That's why.
Philosophical
Tune in next week when we talk about
Descartes'
meditation
on first
philosophy.
That's what I'm reading right now for class. It
Nice.
sucks.
It's boring as hell.
Well, it doesn't even make sense. I feel like he's definitely did psychedelics. I mean, like he'll be like, I don't want to. This is just what I'm learning in philosophy. I feel like with philosophy, it is.
He just puts man after everything.
Well, it's just you know what, man? We're fucking not even real, man.
Yeah, dude. What even is real? Let's start at the beginning, man.
Well, it's Descartes just going like, what is real? And he's like, and that's where I think therefore answers come from.
I know that.
I'm just saying for the listeners, not you, bitch. You don't have to be insecure. I know you're a smart little baby boy. I know you know all these things.
Cartesian.
Start naming just buzzwords.
Freud.
Cartesian. Humilian.
Basquiat. That's not even philosophers.
Well, yeah, but then he's like, and that's why God is real, is because if we came up with God and God is infinite and God came up with us and it's circular, and I'm just like, dude,
Nah.
Get the fuck out of here with that. I don't know.
That's not gonna make anyone believe in God.
Not that Descartes is
He's a dumbass. Say it.
He's fucking retarded. Bleep that out. Bleep it out. But he's beep.
He's a real beep.
Yeah.
He's a real ham and egger. This guy.
Dude, Descartes was the first ham and egg.
Yeah, dude. That should have been ham and egger's meditations.
Well, it's like he's just overcomplicated. Well, that's why I almost want to stop minoring in philosophy. Is like it's just over. Because
what if you went and you're like, I thought this was a philosophy in minors. Because
why are minors high? Number one.
Sorry, I had to stop the whole podcast to do that dumb bit. As I was halfway through it, and I was like, it's not worth it. But I'm gonna keep going. Sorry.
I think. Well, it's just it overcomplicates. Where I take philosophy classes because I like having good. I like going deep with people, and I like doing acid. And, and I feel like the more I learn about it, I'm like, it's so they complicate fucking deep shit in life, and I feel like whenever I have realizations, really they're always really simple. It's always like it's like whenever I have a deep realization, it's never like why God is real. It's always like yo, love is tight. If I could take a class on why love is tight, that's all I want.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't really take philosophy. I don't think I took any philosophy courses in college, but I did take it in high school.
You had a philosophy class in high school?
Yeah, we had a philosophy elective in high school. And I remember, like, kind of taking away that, like, they try to explain, like, the simplest things, not as complicatedly as possible, but sort of, like, as in-depth, so there's, like, there's no gap in anything. And then it becomes very tedious, but that's kind of the whole point, is that it's, like, if it's tedious enough, it'll be a complete idea, and there'll be no holes in it. So it's like
definitely very interesting, but
yeah,
it's just a matter.
But again,
of, like,
I don't know anything.
I just look at like Nietzsche. Nietzsche was like, he said a lot of interesting stuff. I think I don't know much about Nietzsche, but I know he was like somewhat a little more negative than other philosophers, as far as like like what life is about. But also like, dude didn't fuck.
No, he got no pussy.
Yeah, he got zero pussy.
Yeah,
and. Why would I listen to you if you get no pussy?
It's a great question.
Like that's what kind of I think why I like Camus and like existentialism so much is.
Well, Camus got mad pussy.
Yeah, you look at fucking Nietzsche and you look at his big dumb mustache.
Yeah.
And then you look at fucking
sexy
Camus
ass
with like
Camus.
a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Oh
and
man,
French accent.
And then you read The Stranger and you're like, this guy is so easy. It's easy.
It's fucking. It's like 100 pages. I can read this in an hour.
A sentence was he walked outside.
Yeah.
I got this in my fucking sleep, dog.
Yeah. And Nietzsche's like, here's why I didn't get pussy. Women are. I am the supreme gentleman.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he has one. I saw some TikTok about it, kind of like roasting him. That was like Nietzsche literally has a chapter in one of his books called "Why I Write Great Books." It's like he's just flexing in a book.
Why getting pussy is actually worse than being a virgin.
Why being beta is actually alpha.
Dude, Nietzsche was a little bitch.
Nietzsche would probably agree though, dude. I don't know. He's on some like Uberman shit. He's like, I wish I was a Chad. Like that's all.
He's
Uberman.
just looking at some dude who goes pump an iron in the gym, and he's like, "That's the Ubermensch."
I wish I could be him, man.
Yeah.
I think that's better. Like, he also did like slave morality and like just shit on Christianity, and he's like, they call it chastity, but it's really getting no pussy. Like that's the whole thing he said. He's like, they call it what's the word, like where you're poor and like it's a good asceticism or like being a monk and being poor on a vow of poverty or something like that. And he's like, actually, you're a broke bitch. Is like the reality. It's like,
actually, you're getting a pussy and you
actually, yeah, exactly. It's just made it so that like, oh, my normal quality of poverty because most people are poor is actually good because it says it in the Bible. And he's like, nah, dude, you're still a broke ass bitch.
That's the ultimate form of meaning in life, is just being a rich alpha who gets puss.
Well, like I think his idea was that like if you were a rich alpha who got puss and you were just also had like kick-ass morals, like then you'd be the best guy in the world.
Well, that's the thing, is I would love to be the Uber boy. I would love to be like the fucking,
You gotta start doing push-ups, dude.
I do some push-ups.
All right, that's good.
I got one less testicle than the Ubermensch, but
yeah. You're an Uber ass
one
bitch.
thing holding me back, but
I was weighing you down, bro.
Yeah. No, but I think that's the whole point. Is like, well, with philosophy too, it's like, oh my God, bro. Not to waste the podcast talking about my philosophy class, but it's like there are film kids that do this, that just raise their hand and they're like, actually, here's all the stuff I know about film and here's how smart I am. There's such a philosophy equivalent to that, and it is way more annoying. It is some kid raising his hand and being like, I was reading Baudelaire and he said this and that, and the teacher just doesn't put up with it. He's just like, shut up. He's like, bro, what does this have to do with what we're talking about? You just want to pretend you're smart.
He was like, I was talking about Lord of the Rings, dude.
Well, it's so funny that my teacher is just so done with that all he does is joke about his marriage.
Really?
He's just like, some girl will be like, yeah, when this guy said that nothing matters, he's like, oh, so my marriage does not matter?
He just knows, and he's just very, I had like a teacher in like middle school who used to do that. Some kids would try to like flex like knowledge, and he goes, and my cat's name is Mittens.
No,
and they feel so embarrassed, dude.
I mean, that's the way to go. I mean, I respect, dude. I hate the teachers who fucking... Who will like feed them, you know, who will just be like, well, you are the smartest. And
yeah.
I'd much rather have somebody be like, yeah, that's cool, but, my son, I should disown him.
Does your teacher have an accent?
Yeah, he's Chinese.
Oh, nice.
I remember I came into class. He's a real, I mean, I just like because he's just a quirky little dude where he just has his hands like deep in his pocket and like a slouch back, and he just paces back and forth the whole class. And one of the first things he was like, he's like, yeah, you know, I got the philosophy PhD, and my son, he said, PhD stands for poor, hungry, dude or something. And then he's like, so I disown my son because we are Chinese. We do not talk to our parents like that. And then he's just walking around. He's like, my son, he's a banana. And I thought it was funny just him calling his son a banana, but he just goes, yeah, you know, yellow on the outside, white on the inside.
Damn, dude.
And I'm like, I fucking love this guy.
This guy sounds cool.
I can't understand any of his lectures, but whenever he jokes about his wife, it's hilarious.
That's awesome, dude. I wish I had more cool not philosophers, cool teachers.
I mean, my previous philosophy professor was mad. That's kind of why I want to be a teacher. Is like certain professors is like he would just ride his bike into class and just be like, "There's a petroleum crisis." We need I'll watch him do Carlin. Like he's done Carlin bits that I'll recognize that he doesn't.
Oh, weird.
Where he's just.
Does he do it on purpose? He's just I'm gonna throw in a Carlin bit.
He showed a clip of Carlin, but also then he'll quote him and be like, and I recognize it, but he's just doing the bit. He's just like,
yeah.
You know, it's the one where he's like, you know, talking about God, and he's like, and you'll go to hell and burn and forever and get fucked in the ass by Satan, but I love you. Or, you know,
yeah.
I'm like that. I
know that one.
I know what you're doing here.
Nice, dude.
You're not that funny.
I've impressed like old people by knowing Carlin. Someone like tried to sneak in a Carlin joke to me once, and I was like, it was the one about bread. You know that joke?
No.
He's like, it's just some like you ever notice joke about. He's like, whenever I get bread, I always go for the the nice slices in the middle, because I'm looking out for numero uno. It's such a dumb joke. And someone said like, yeah, I go for the middle slices, and I was like, because you're numero uno, and he was like, ah.
That's almost a weird form of currency, is being able to impress an old person.
Yeah,
with,
dude,
like,
it works
shit,
good.
You know?
Yeah. I was listening to like Cream when I was in like middle school.
Yep.
And someone was like, yo, Cream, dude. I'm like, yeah, bro. Eric Clapton freaking rules.
Dude, I was definitely that kid. Pink Floyd or like Velvet. Dude, I remember I wore a Velvet Underground shirt to school once, and some teacher was like, yo, respect.
Bass.
Based AF.
Velvet Underground middle school is pretty solid, though. That's way better.
I think it was like early high. Yeah, I mean,
early high school, never mind. You're
discovered
worthless.
Fantano, and I was like, Neutral Milk Hotel, okay.
Yeah.
Velvet Underground, cool.
Nice.
You know,
right.
You
got to cover the basics. You got to get the canon.
No, I mean, looking back, I was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
The shit I listened to.
Very cool,
was
dude.
Like, I almost wish that applied to now. I wish, like, it doesn't matter at all that I listened to Pixies in 7th grade.
No.
But I wish I could be like, guys, I was listening to Pixies before you were. It doesn't matter now, but I wish I could prove it.
It doesn't mean anything, dude.
Yeah.
I remember in high school, did I tell you the story about the girl with the Joy Division shirt?
Yeah.
Dude, I was like so...
Well, you know what I always
was so gay about it, dude. I was so dumb.
I always remember you saying, like, do you listen to New Order? And you'd be like, yeah, it's too old. Or like,
no, she
like
goes,
that.
I go, do you like New Order? And she goes, it's too, like, new wave for me. And I was like, you don't understand you don't understand anything. I thought I loved you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's whenever I show a girl Before Sunrise, and they're like, yeah, that was pretty good. And I'm like, it wasn't the best movie you've ever seen.
You're not crying right now?
It wasn't deep as fuck.
What the frick is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I watched Heavy Traffic, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, it was sick, dude. I liked it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I mean, it's definitely vignettes, you know. It's like we were going so.
I don't know if we're so niche.
Yeah,
I'm worried. I'm like,
I just want to hear what you thought about it.
Yeah, no, it was sick. So we can describe it, I guess, for the folks at home. But it was it's
a really horny animated movie by this guy Ralph Bakshi. I think Folding Ideas had a video about Ralph Bakshi recently, so I think there should be some crossover.
I think I saw that right after where he like innovated animation to be like adult themed. Was that like the premise?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of why I watched Heavy Traffic. Was that video? Well, I knew Fritz the Cat because Fritz the Cat's really famous.
Yeah.
But
if you don't know Fritz the Cat, turn off the podcast.
Yeah, or Putney Swope.
Yeah, watch Putney. God damn it.
Yeah,
Wait, all right, hold on. Let's backtrack.
There's people like us.
Marvel in
so
game.
Shang-Chi.
So
no, but Heavy Traffic is just it's just so ugly. And so
yeah.
Just gross. I mean, the whole thing is like so
perverse.
Yeah, it's like deep in this guy's mind of like the sexual, racial,
sex and
like,
violence. Yeah, it was weirdly racial.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like Ralph Bakshi clearly grew up in that area.
Yeah.
And he sort of has a love of that culture, but also, just depraved. It's every stereotype, every thing you could warp.
It's weird that probably bothered me almost, if not more than, it probably bothered me more than the violence.
Well, I didn't. It didn't bother me because I expected it and I knew what it was. Where I knew it wasn't because like in Fritz the Cat, there's all the black characters. There's crows, and it's
they're like black too. Yeah. They're like the color black. They're not brown. They're like straight up.
That is like. But you look at the black characters in Heavy Traffic, and they are exaggerated and stereotypical and
homeless
and homeless and also like. It's like minstrel type shit.
Yeah.
But then you look at his mother and her tits are out the whole time. And you look at the Spanish lady and she's this
that's
fat
true.
woman sucking his dick. And
right.
You look at
the Jewish mother
the criminals and they're just it's everything is just heightened. To
right.
The
he
most
did it to
extreme.
Italians and Jews too. To be fair.
Yeah.
And he's an Italian Jew. I'm assuming.
Yeah, and he doesn't let himself off. He's
racist.
No. And I mean the thing that summarizes it to me is where it's like. Almost too edgy to the point when it's him talking about his little biblical story, and it almost doesn't make any sense when he's pitching to the old man.
Yeah.
And it's just this kind of like nonsensical thing where at the end it's like, it's all a game, man, or that's the gist of it. And it's like that's kind of the movie is where
and then it kills.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can use any of this. I'm just thinking about like who
we
will
probably
know.
Clip it and then we'll get all the underground animation fans.
Yeah, maybe what we could do is like put up clips from Heavy Traffic in the back that we could maybe show on the internet.
Well, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, but I'm like, this shouldn't be.
Not to spoil it, but I've watched it like 100 times. Is when he gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
Wild. I mean, it is the craziest thing where like it's slow motion. He gets shot and you see his head blow up,
and the brain.
And then the girl just looks at him and then turns into a crow and starts flying around him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's people dancing around, and then it shows his mom all colored in the background chopping her dad's dick off, and then she gets chopped in half, and it's like the devil comes out and crushes his head in his hand. It's like this is fucking nuts.
Yeah. That part was crazy.
But no, it's a great movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I mean, if you like that description, you probably pretty much like it.
Yeah.
It's really bizarre.
No, it's. I want to watch Fritz the Cat. I want to watch. I think the Lord of the Rings thing. Wizards? Have you heard of Wizards?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie I kind of grew up with.
Oh, really?
Well, it was where for some reason, my uncle had a copy of Wizards, like a DVD, and I was like 7.
And you're like, Wizards.
I threw it in the DVD. And there's like an elf fairy character who's got her tits kind of out.
Yeah.
And my brother told on me that I was watching it. And they turned it off. And I was like,
damn.
bro, this is sick. What the fuck? How could you?
Yeah, that's awful, dude.
I think that's where my sexuality started.
I'm now into elf. You are into elf fairy types.
I fuck with some elf, bro. You know what?
Yeah, you kind of are, dude.
That's where that shit started.
You got some elven women around you.
From elves to septum piercing.
Yeah, it's all the same. They all got pointy ears and, But
what made you bring up Heavy Traffic? I feel like we were somewhere else.
I don't know. I don't remember. But it was sick, dude. It was awesome. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh, damn, dude. I had a good point about not Heavy Traffic. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah,
it's
we
gone.
lost it. Fucking this is...
Maybe it'll come back. I'm just worried this is so niche, dude.
Well, yeah, we've talked about philosophy and Heavy Traffic. What's some...
Philosophy was less.
The thing is... there's fucking 90 people are gonna watch this
anyway, right.
So they're gonna they like us, It's like, who are we trying to be?
That's true. And then maybe they'll listen to it and watch Heavy Traffic and then be mortified, or not mortified, be terrified,
horribly offended,
and then be like, I'll never watch anything else they make because they recommended this horrific movie.
Yeah,
it is a horrifically violent, like grotesque, sexual, crazy movie. And it's a cartoon from 1973. So I'm just like, this is sick.
Yeah.
I remember what I was going to talk about. I had like a similar... Wizards is probably more intense, but I had a very similar experience with Princess Mononoke.
Oh, that movie's kind of violent.
Bro, it's crazy. Yeah. I was like 5-6 years old, and my granny comes over. My granny's like was super cultured and into like all kinds of smart people shit.
Yeah.
And she's like,
here's this where in the first 5 minutes a guy's arm gets ripped off by a bow and arrow.
She's like, Harry, it's a cartoon. Like that was like her logic was like, it's a cartoon, you'll like it. And I was like, that was the sickest movie I've ever seen in my entire life. It was the best thing
Was it
ever.
scary though?
Yeah, I remember getting scared by like the spaghetti, like the purple spaghetti,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like when it's running, like
No, for me it was Spirited Away, where my dad.
Bro.
Because Spirited Away was really famous. I mean, Princess Mononoke is a little more low key.
yeah,
Whereas Spirited Away was kind of the one that broke through in America.
yeah,
And yeah, he showed me that, and it's definitely kid friendly, but it's so kind of weird and fantastical.
yeah.
Where there's that one part with the dragon is getting torn apart by like paper airplanes.
I've never seen Spirited Away.
Dude, Spirited Away fucking rules.
Okay,
dude.
I'll watch Spirited Away.
It's like the same kind of plot as like Wizard of Oz or like Alice in Wonderland, where it's dude, Spirited Away is one of the best. Where my favorite Ghibli movie is probably like Kiki's Delivery Service.
Okay, I've
but
never seen that
Spirited
either.
Away is the best. It is.
I think the only one I've ever seen is Princess Mononoke.
Dude, there's some fucking bangers. I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to like, if you want to like cry. I mean, I don't know. I watch Kiki's Delivery Service and it just makes me cry every time I watch it.
Is it sad?
No, it's like weirdly inspired. Well, Kiki's Delivery Service is about a girl who's a witch and she starts her delivery service, and it's all about kind of like capitalism and like.
Okay.
She just like is trying to get by, and like everybody's kind of mean to her, but some people are nice, and she just has this job and she has to do it. And
Yeah.
she's like kind of a loner, and it's just her trying
Well, it
to.
sounds like me, bro.
Trying to yeah, literally. I mean, it's
I'm just
very
trying to vibe.
inspiring. In that, because at some point in the movie, not to spoil, but she forgets how to fly.
Oh,
And she
damn,
can't fly on her
dude.
broomstick anymore, and she's so burnt up about it because she's like, I can't deliver anymore. My job is gone. How I'm gonna live?
Yeah.
And then she goes and starts and go vibes with this one lesbian painter in the woods, and she asks her, she's like, she's so freaked out. She's like, I'm not gonna be able to fly anymore. What, and the painter's just like, well, think about something else. Sometimes I can't paint. It just never comes to me, and then I go do something else. I go hang out with somebody or do something, and all of a sudden I can paint, and it hits me. And she's like, wait, so you're saying that I just kind of wait and live my life and then everything will be okay? And the painter's like, yeah. And then it's fun. And then and she gets her powers back. It's amazing.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch Spirited Away first.
Spirited Away is better. I mean,
Okay.
it's like more, it's like one of the works of art where it's like this transcends kind of movies, where it's like, this is like,
All right.
in my opinion, I don't know. That's
Okay.
why, to me, that's why it's the most famous, is because it's just like, it's just, what is this? What is this world? Like, this is so wild. It's like a myth or something.
I watched it once. I took a research chemical LSD.
Epic.
I took that, dude.
And you almost died.
I felt like I was gonna die for a minute, but it was the movie, like my friends picked to watch. They took like something, mushrooms, I don't remember what, but I had this like 25 I was like, I'm gonna take my weird drugs with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then they turned it on and they're eating and they're turning into pigs, and I went, I can't watch this.
Yep.
I can't watch this. I can't watch this. And I just left.
Well, yeah, it is kind of a freaky movie, especially if you're a kid or you're on acid.
Yeah, dude, I was on
It's
like bad acid. I'm like, no.
Yeah, well, and there's very similar themes in those movies, where that one is also about the virtue of working, and about sort of like she gets a job and she's just like alone. Like, it's like, it's a lot of those movies just like, you're out there for yourself. You're
Yeah.
you got to find your way. But Miyazaki's a huge dick in
real life?
In real life, yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch interviews with him, he has a son who made an anime movie.
And he shits on his own son's
Miyazaki would
movie.
be like, it's got no heart. It's
Oh,
like,
damn,
yeah,
dude.
it's fucking bad.
That's
Are you gonna
brutal.
check the time?
Yeah, I was checking the time. I
33.
can't. 33? Okay, cool. We're good.
We're chilling.
Yeah, we can go for another like 7:10.
Yeah, but no, yeah, we had a little Japanese anime section.
Yeah, dude. For all the weeaboos out there.
For all the weebs, yeah. I think I guess the best method is just not give a fuck what we talk about.
Yeah, no, that's probably the best. I mean, if this resonates with you, then like you'll probably like other shit that we make,
Yeah, well, I just think in terms of what I guess we as a unit have to offer, it's like, why would we
hold that back? Yeah.
Pretend to be.
What are we gonna magically be broadly appealing?
Let's make what's like Call of Duty videos.
Yeah, that we don't even play Call of Duty. Let's make Call of Duty videos.
Yeah.
Or let's do let's talk about like, that's the toughest thing, dude. Is I don't know. I saw some tweet or something that was like comics need to have like hot take radar, and they need to like see what's in the news and have a hot take and have it be original and fresh. And I'm just like, no, they don't.
Well,
None of my favorite comedians do that.
No, but that would help. I mean, that would help.
Yeah,
us
I
get
guess
the-
it definitely would help. But I'm just like, why would I mean, I guess really large stories for sure, but I don't like comedy that's just like so ingrained into pop culture, and I'm just like, what? Who cares?
Well, also, it's got a very short shelf life. You know, any hot take
doesn't
have very long.
Right.
You know, I don't know. It's the thing of wondering. It's like if we've had a bunch of hot takes on shit, we'd get bigger.
Yeah, but
because people would get pissed and they'd watch our videos. And they'd watch our videos.
Yeah,
the whole idea.
I think I'm just too apathetic towards that.
Toward things.
That subject.
Yeah.
Or just that subject in general, dude. I'd rather just be like.
What, news?
Kinda.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you.
I mean, not news like Afghanistan, not news like COVID, not news like
anything you can have a hot take about, anything in the conversation.
Yeah, or just I don't know. I'm trying to think of like shit that's out there. It'll just be like I don't know. It's more like pop culture than news.
That's something that's like
Twittery.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm just like, I can't do that. I just don't care. Or they'll be like, did you know? It'll be like names I don't even recognize.
Yeah. Do you know Bella Poarch?
Who'd they say you sound like or look like?
Oh, Scott Disick.
I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck Scott Disick is.
He's like a Kardashian type dude. You know. It's
okay. Yeah. It's just stuff like that. It'll be like. It's
or
the
Scott
Disick energy.
Or like Hasan. We could have a whole section on Hasan's house. Do you know
yeah, exactly. Hasan's house. I'm like, I don't even.
Yeah, my opinion is.
It's like he's a leftist Twitch streamer. I'm just like, I could not care less.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could have a whole section about it. And then all of a sudden it's people going, well, I think he can do it because this is that. And people being like, I don't know, I think it's actually hypocritical.
Yeah. You want to pretend like okay, let's do a pause and then we'll have an opinion. Wait, what opinion are you gonna have?
My opinion is I think he's too handsome to be smart, and
okay.
And he's got I saw a picture where he's very handsome and he had a shirt that said "Burn the rich," and I think you're fucking rich, idiot. Pick a side.
So you don't like him for having a house. Okay, I'll defend his house.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Who goes first? Me?
Yeah, you would go first.
I think if you're gonna wear a shirt that says "Burn the rich," you're a rich motherfucker. Get a nice house, but don't be a fucking.
Why are you mad at this guy for just because he's earned money under the capitalist system?
Well,
it doesn't.
If you're gonna be anti-capitalist, you should have some fucking. Give all your money away. Either be a capitalist or be a socialist and give your shit away.
I see where you're coming from. I understand, but at the same time, what can he do because he's hot and he
makes money off Twitch?
And he makes money off Twitch, dude. What would you do?
Well,
that's you pretending you would be a better person if you were in that situation.
I would get a modest house. I would make a modest living.
If you think about where he lives and how many people live with him, it's a relatively modest house.
I would admit that I'm rich and that I live above my means, and then I would not be maybe so critical of rich people if I'm rich.
Well, if you think about it in relative terms, he's worth what, like $5 million, let's say. I don't know what he's worth, right?
I don't know either.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
But let's say he's worth $5 million, dude. Compared to the 1%, that's not even in the 1%.
You're right.
It might be.
He's got to take down the rich. He's got to take down
the super rich,
the super rich people. So
like
down here,
Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos could lose $5 million a day probably for like 10 years, and he'd still be a billionaire.
If you really think about it, Hasan's like poor.
Hasan's broke as shit.
Yeah, Hasan can't even afford that.
What a broke ass bitch, Hasan.
Yeah, bro, he can't even.
You ain't shit. You're no one, dude. Burn your house because you might as well because it's garbage.
Yeah, because it's shit.
Because it's a pile of dog shit, and you're not even handsome.
No, he's handsome.
He's so hot.
Yeah, he's a hottie.
Can we talk about how hot he is, dude?
I mean,
Can we just spend the rest of the podcast talking about how he's like...
Sounds a nice ass beard.
Duh, bro. He has the facial symmetry of someone who gets me hard.
Did you ever get into the leftist sphere? This is what we should clip. Did you ever get into the leftist YouTube shit?
Not particularly. A little bit,
stuff?
yeah. I mean, I like ContraPoints.
ContraPoints is good. She's not really in the Twitch thing, though.
No, not Twitch stuff. Like Vouch or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I hate that for some inexplicable reason.
You just don't like looking at him, dude?
It comes mostly down to looking at him and his voice.
He's smarmy as hell, dude.
He's smarmy, and he's not always that smart. I mean, not that I'm just listening.
No, you're smarter than Vouch.
I'm just...
Vouch. Y'all smarter than Vouch.
No, Vouch is smarter than me, but at the same... Well...
He knows more about what he talks about.
There's a guy, Destiny, who is borderline autistic.
Yeah.
But he's smarter than everybody. And I think...
okay, Destiny. Is he a leftist guy or something?
Yeah. He's leftist, but all leftists hate him and think he's like the worst.
Okay, why?
Just because... all right. This is my interpretation.
He's too trill?
Well, this is my interpretation. This is very silly to say, but he's like more honest in terms of he will say things that will upset a lot of people because he's real.
Like what? Do you know? Can you think of an example?
I can think of the example. This is a lot of people really hate Destiny, so maybe I'll even sound like a cringe lord saying this. Yeah. Like, you know, Kyle Rittenhouse, the guy who went to the protest and killed those people, is Destiny went on a podcast or like on a stream with Vaush, and they talked about it, and Vaush was saying Kyle Rittenhouse was in the wrong, and that, you know,
he's a murderer.
Murderers, and Destiny was like, well, here's what I think about self-defense, and here's what happened, and here's the self-defense thing. Okay. And then Vaush essentially, through conversation,